Hey, welcome back to Blind Awakening Art. So I'm super excited today to share this with you. It's one of my most favorite techniques. Um, this is a ring pour swipe, and we're doing botanical colors. So we're starting out with 4 ring pours. This is custom kind of a forest green, a gold, and a white are the colors that we're using. And these paints are all using the bloom recipe, actually. So they're pretty thick. Look at that gold. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is phenomenal. So we're going to do 4 ring pours on this 16 by 16 inch canvas. Now, my spinner table is a 12-inch spinner table, so this is really too big to put on my spinner table, but what I've done is I have another canvas underneath that I think was a 9 by 12. It was one that I've just done a couple of test things on over and over again, so it's just really, it's just kind of a wasted canvas as far as painting goes. But I've got that underneath here to kind of stabilize this so that it doesn't fall down over my spinner table. So I'm just doing ring pours here. I've got my paints layered the exact same way in all 4 cups. So we're just going to do these ring pours. And then I'm going to tilt this to get, kind of a pattern. I actually ended up with too much paint and had to really tilt it more than I wanted to, so I kind of lost the rings in this, but I still ended up with a really cool background design. Oh, see, there's that other canvas that's underneath my big canvas. So every time I pick this up and have to set it back down, it's kind of sketchy that I'm trying to get it on there just right so that it doesn't fall off the spinner table. And I am going to spin this a little bit later, but we're actually using multiple techniques on this today. So we're going to start with the ring pours. And then we're actually going to swipe through the ring pours. And it's such a cool technique. I've been doing this, I don't know, I've probably done 5 or 6 of them in different colors. And I just absolutely love the results of this. So I wanted to kind of stick with botanical colors on this, but look how defined those lines are when you use a thicker paint like the Bloom recipe. The lines stay a little bit more defined, and I really like that. So what I realized here that I should have done is I should have stopped tilting right here. And after I do my swipe, then I could have just spun this and, hoped that everything would move to cover the edges, but that's not what I did. So I just poured some extra base paint on the corners here just as a flow extender to try to get the rest of this paint to move. Like I said, I really was pleased with the outcome. And the composition that I got for the background, but my preference for this technique is to keep, the rings. So you'll see as I tilted this that I kind of lost the rings, but again, I was still super happy with what the background ended up looking like. So we're going to tilt, 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 tilt. I want to be sure that I get all my sides covered well. And it is a harder process when you're using this thick paint like this. For one thing, you know, this paint kind of dries really quick, and you know, so it's harder to move it. And because you put a base down first before you do the rings, whatever you put down first is going to start to thicken up and dry first. So it's a little tougher to get everything to move when you use the bloom paints in this manner. Okay, so it looks like we've still got one corner down here that we need to tilt some more paint off. And you can see I'm starting to lose the rings. I'm still keeping the defined lines, but they're just not really ring shaped anymore. So, you know, this art form is a constant learning process. So every time I create a new piece of art, I learn something new. And I learn from other artists who are so kind as to share their knowledge and their experiences. And it's just a forever learning process, which is fine with me because I love to learn new things. And, you know, we have to experiment and we have to try new things and new methods and new recipes. But it's all fun. It's all super fun. So I think we're just about to the point where we're ready to swipe. Looks like I'm gonna tilt one more time. Look at that puppy pool, you guys. What a hot mess that is. Holy cow. I really need to peel some of that paint off of there, but I can't seem to, you know, stop painting long enough to let any of that stuff dry so that I can get it peeled off of there. But this puppy pool has been a lifesaver for me because my art studio used to be my dining room, and I have nice wood floors, and you know, I just don't want to get things messed up. So the puppy pool has been a lifesaver, and I've got links down below to that puppy pool if it's something you guys might want to try. It's not very expensive. I've got links to the spinner table and the paints and really all the supplies that I use. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to lay down some stripes of color that I'm going to swipe through. That was an ARTEZA paint. All of the other paints in the ring pours were ARTEZA also. And these are mostly custom colors. So I've got kind of a lime green, and this is a blue that I want to say that blue was Color Art Prism Pour. I don't know what the color is though. Did I just put down some more lime green? Wow, okay. I guess I did. That is the Deco Art 24 karat gold, I believe. It looks very orange to me now. It looks very orange to me now, but there's another shade of blue that I'm laying down. What is really weird, oh, that is, yeah, I don't know. Blues and greens and golds is what I was going for here. I think that's more of a teal. Oh, you know what? I think that is a pigment. I'm pretty sure, and I want to say, oh, I don't remember. I think it's probably this little piggy. Now this, I know what this is. This is sage, and this is my own custom mix that I call sage. I love that color. Oh my gosh, I love that color so much. It is so cool. My cell activator that I'm going to use to swipe with, of course, is Amsterdam Titanium White. 1 part paint to 3 parts Australian FLOETROL. And I'm going to have one of my larger palette knives that I'm going to load the back of that up. And here we go. We're gonna get ready to swipe through this now. Watch how these cells pop up as we go. It's pretty cool to watch. And I'm going to take that all the way down to the opposite corner. Look at those cells, you guys. So pretty, so cool. When this was all said and done, the thing that just really kind of freaked me out was it looks like there's purple in there. You'll see a little bit later when I show you some details, and I have no idea what caused the purple reaction because there was no purple used in there. So, okay, so I've swiped from that corner all the way down to the other corner. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and lay down some stripes of the same color on that opposite corner. And then I'm going to swipe back up and cross over the first swipe to kind of create a twisted effect. So you'll see what I mean here in just a minute once I get these colors laid down. And we're going to use that same palette knife. You got to always make sure that you clean your palette knife off before you start over again because you don't want to mess up your swipe by having, some old paint on there. You have to start from scratch. So let's see. I'm just laying down the same colors. And this time, I had a couple of pigments in there. I don't remember. I think one of them was, I think it was called Emerald, but I don't remember what company that was from, what brand of pigment that was. But here we go. Now we're going to swipe back up toward the top of the original swipe. And again, watch those cells pop up. It's like magic. I love swipes. Now you see I'm kind of going over the top of that first one and creating that twisted effect. So now that I have my swipe done, now I'm going to spin this, and I'm going to be extremely careful because I am so afraid that this is going to go flying off this spinner table. It's resting very perilously on top of that other canvas. So, let's see. I'm just kind of checking it out here with my magnifying glass. Just to kind of see what I've got, if there's any little adjustments that I need to make, if I need to tweak that swipe at all. Most of the time I do, but this time I was good with exactly how it was. So we're just going to spin this and try to spread that out. Now, here's the still shots. So you can see the details in the cool cells and lacing. Hey, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Just remember, you don't need sight to have vision. See you next time.